The Albanese government believes its landmark climate and security deal with Tuvalu is secure despite the Pacific Island nation electing a new Prime Minister. Some commentators believe the pact will be revisited as part of the new local government's agenda.
It was a deal that had the PM dancing.
The most significant agreement between Australia and a Pacific Island nation ever.
Part climate deal, part security pact, the Feleti Union would see 280 Tuvalu residents per year resettle in Australia. It's a potential lifeline in a nation where climate change and rising sea levels are seen as an existential threat. In return, Australia would have veto power on Tuvalu's security or defence agreements with other nations. Prime Minister Natano, who struck the deal with Anthony Albanese last November, lost his seat at the country's January 26 election, a result that's put the whole deal in doubt.
I think any fair-minded observer would think the deal is at risk of collapse.
After long delays caused by severe weather, MPs arrived in the capital this week to elect their new Prime Minister, former Attorney General Feleti Teo. He helped draft the deal, but there are plenty of MPs in his new government who voiced their concern.
From looking at who has been elected and who probably is in the majority part of the government right now, most of the people who are there, Simon Kofe, Seve Painu, these people have all voiced some level of support for the union. Everyone, it seems, will want to revise it in some ways. Some parts of it definitely have to have some of the wording adjusted.
Issues have been raised about sovereignty.
Well, I think it's a bad deal for Tuvalu. They were basically told to surrender a substantial amount of their sovereignty in order for Australia to take a modest number of climate refugees when the Australian fossil fuel output is one of the principal reasons those climate refugees will be occurring in the first place.
There's concern too over population loss in a nation with just 11,600 people.
There's all sorts of issues of brain drain, as well as just general population loss.
The federal government remains optimistic.
I'm very confident that the treaty is in both countries' interests and we're ready to move forward on it right now.
Rhiannon Elston, Sky News.